This is Shelley from One Roast Vegetable, and this afternoon I have a special presentation for you. It's about recipe development and how we take a recipe that is just basically ho-hum and get you to a place where when you make it, the person sitting across from you says, "Wow, did you make this?" Because for me, every great recipe that I develop for this site starts with an idea. A meal in a restaurant, an idea from a television show, or a recipe in a magazine. As you can imagine, I subscribe to lots of different magazines from Canada, from the United States, from Britain, some are even in French. But recently I've been looking at this one. It's Vegetarian Times. This is a recent issue from March of '08. And inside there was a recipe for chickpea tacos. Looks pretty good, so the first time I made it pretty much the way it was written. The first time I make a recipe, I try to follow what the chef had in mind without making too many changes on my own. The results of this were, I used a recipe for homemade salsa when the magazine had called for jarred salsa. I thought this would be an improvement, except the recipe for homemade salsa that I had wasn't great. The tacos were the packaged corn tacos, like the one you see on the side of the picture here. They weren't fabulous at all. In Quebec, we don't have a lot of different choices for corn tacos. We can't get soft ones, at least not easily. And so this was pretty much my only choice, and I have to say it wasn't fabulous. Also, the original recipe for the guacamole with chickpeas had, for my taste, much too much garlic and lime, and really, who wants to put salad in the middle of their taco? Didn't work for me at all. So then I really started to change some things. And in the second trial, I went just a straight old jarred salsa, and I wanted to improve on the corn tortillas, the corn tacos, so I went to a soft flour tortilla, the soft kind that you might fold in half or roll up if you were going to make a fajita. And I reduced the amount of garlic and lime in the guacamole. The verdict? Better. But the third trial was where things got really good. Now this recipe actually only took 3 trials, which is great. I have another recipe that I'm on the 5th trial of, and I'm still not near the end. So this one I think actually came together pretty quickly. I took a regular salsa and jazzed it up. I took the little flour tortillas and I made them crispy, because one of the things that was the matter with the second trial was everything was soft. When you don't have the crispy corn tortilla, it's soft. So I thought, okay, how do I make my flour tortillas crispy? And then we decided to add potatoes, because again, it was missing something hot and crunchy in the bottom. Of course, Andre had said maybe you could add chicken, and I said, we're trying to make a veggie recipe here. So the salsa is just a regular half a cup of jarred salsa that I added some garlic, jalapeno, some chopped tomatoes, and some lime juice just to give it a little bit of life. And nothing too fancy, like I didn't peel the tomatoes or anything. The guacamole is pretty much the way it was in the original recipe, except that, like I said, I reduced the amount of lime and the amount of garlic. The potatoes, this is really the fabulous part of this recipe, is to have something hot and crunchy in the bottom of your tortilla. And then, this is what happens when you put a flour tortilla that's a little bit damp in the oven. It puffs up, and it's still a bit bendy but rigid, so that you can load all the goodies in, like the potatoes, the guacamole, the salsa, bit of sour cream on top. So after I've done that, take the pictures, get it all ready for you guys. Then to set it up for the Veggie Club, which is the private membership site for One Roast Vegetable, inside there's all kinds of illustrated recipes like this one, where you can see from the beginning whether are the required supplies, how long it will take to make the recipe, and then each page takes you through step by step, so that in the end you can have a fabulously successful result, including how to put it all together. So inside the Veggie Club, the doors are going to open again on April 1st, but for a limited time. I want to limit the number of people coming in. I hope to leave it open for 3 full days, but if the numbers get too high, I may close it earlier. What happens on the inside is it's a community of people just like you and me, people who are trying to get more veggies into their life. We have a monthly teleclass that's free, always free for members. There's videos like the one you saw me do last weekend of the vegetable soup. There'll be more and more videos just like that, only for members on the inside. There's recipes, illustrated recipes, just like the one I showed you for the vegetable tacos, but also like the one that you've already received for roast vegetable salad. We also have articles from specialists, not just me, but I have a chef who used to be a food editor for Cooking Light magazine. She's in there writing articles for us. We have a farmer, we have a doctor, and we have a private chef. So there's lots of people other than me contributing excellent articles, as well as a gallery where we can post your pictures, your success stories, when you've made a recipe, when it worked out, so that you can share your ideas with other members of the Inside Club. These are some of the recipes that are already posted inside. I know you've seen the roast vegetable salad one. And you saw me do vegetable soup last weekend, and you just saw vegetable tacos. That's 1.9. When you get on the inside, that's the one you want to download. As well as a bonus recipe for ginger snap cookies. These are some recipes that are currently in development. As you know from my weekly updates, I've been working on veggie burgers, and I've been trying to come up with something decent for turnip gratin. Not terribly successfully yet, but I'll keep going on it. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Shelley from One Roast Vegetable saying happy sunny weekend, and I hope to see you soon on the inside in the Veggie Club. I'll send you a link on April 1st where you can sign up. And in a couple of days, I'm going to send you one more video, which is a tour of the inside of the site so you can see what it looks like when you get in. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again soon. Bye!